Hello Doctor Who fans, I am Doctor Who Commentator, here to provide you my personal fan commentary on Doctor Who, and let's get right into it with the Reality War. So, here we have, once again, the Rani from our last episode, and a very quick recap, must be said. They didn't really do much of anything there, but hey ho, guess you didn't need it. Okay, they were showing this in cinemas. To be fair, they were showing it in cinemas, and they were doing it right after the last episode, so as a back-to-back thing, so that would explain it. Don't need to recap something you've literally just seen. Little warning for people actually watching this, I may have to plug it in and plug my camera into the power again, and I leave that off because there's a whole weird static thing that I can't fix. But hey, the hotel! So she was always leading up to something. I've forgotten her name, but she was leading up. Yeah, he had a magic door. But it doesn't matter. It's happening. And that's what's happened. It's reset. Again, and that's what passing over the threshold did. Like everyone, I'm sure we all thought passing over the threshold meant something more significant, but nope. Just simply meant everything reset itself. But Anita, thank you. Anita. It is genuinely good to see her again. Just because it didn't all end for her. Now she's a manager. It is a bit interesting though, because wasn't the Time Hotel supposed to take you to more significant points in history? I mean, I guess that's a significant point, but why would you want to spend a holiday there? And I genuinely did not notice the bump. It's actually a bit random. I'm going to assume she was pregnant at the time. Yeah, of course. Abandoned hotel. So that's literally a thing, abandon it. The Rani. Yes, very dangerous one. Yeah, now she knows. So he taught you about Gallifrey? Well, alright, I suppose. Oh. And this is fun. When I noticed that live chess moment, I was like, oh, that's great. And this is great too, the fact that they are really taking time to acknowledge the classic era much better. And you had your heart broken because you realised who he actually liked. But it doesn't matter. He's in hell now. All's well with that as well. Well, she's dangerous, isn't she? She needs it. And that's what. So she's not trying to conquer the Earth or destroy it for no good reason. It's all just to make everything thinner. Well, that's convenient.
You were supposed to follow him
Sorry, but that is funny. Anita was supposed to follow Anita? Mrs. Flood was meant to follow him into almost every scenario, but had Christmas off.
We don't have to. Seekers have fixed the location. Hidden beneath reality, deep in the end. Omega.
Creator of the time.
The time Lord. Our Lord and Master.
Well. Yeah, exactly. And that is a point to anyone who's complaining, why would she be interested in Omega? Well, she's only partly interested.
Linda,
Oh.
every time the world resets, it gets a bit
Yeah,
bumpy. Things
not
get
great.
played out. Everyone sort of compensates, but they make the reality work.
Okay, so that works. And the thing is, Ronnie has had pet humans before, as Ross C. Davis has actually highlighted this in an interview that's now on YouTube. There is a history with the Rani of having slaves or lackeys in certain ways. So this isn't out of the ordinary for... Right. And yeah, that was what I was thinking when he mentioned that. I thought, yeah, that is true. The Rani has done that. I mean, usually by controlling people, but still. Oh. Okay.
I'll make us some tea.
Oh. Yeah, just don't show Anita. That toddler is a surprisingly good actor. Just gonna say it. She is a surprisingly good actor. Jacket's off now. Swapping one reality for another. Same, and it's the same costume he wore in the first episode of the series, which the name I keep forgetting, the Robot Revolution, I think it was called. I should know this thing stuff. And there they are. Apparently Ncuti and Verada really loved working with that little girl. She was so much fun.
Poppy. You're real. Oh my god, you're the doctor.
Yeah, you should know.
You're real. You've had a baby.
In a single day.
A single day.
This isn't.
I just work in hospitality.
Love that. As if they were somehow together. Oh. He's gonna make it, so she's safe.
She is in danger. We'll fight. Now. Fight like never before.
Oh. And there it is.
All of you keep working.
Keep working.
Keep working.
And there he is. Unit is about to become unit again. Yeah, you can't stop the future.
These are doorways into real time.
And yet, Anita has to keep all of them open when you think about it. I'm a little confused. And as fun as it is, thinking about it, I would point out, those doors were supposed to lead to specific doors, originally. I mean, admittedly, reality has changed completely, but still. Hey. The flinks. And now it's all coming together.
What is it now? I don't know. I've never done this before. Hold on tight. I think we're
Okay. Reality. Hey, Rose! Hey. I can already hear a lot of people. So all people. I can already think of a lot of certain YouTubers who are just very angry that she's even there. And I say, screw you. Yeah, maybe it's preachy, but maybe the concept of it was preachy, but when you see the attitude of certain people, you understand why writers want to be a bit preachy. So that's the theatres of the world. You don't want to mess with them. But and there's Poppy with much more modern clothes. Interestingly. Shouldn't exist, but okay. What's that? Doctor's had a baby. Yeah. I don't quite see how that works. I'll be pretty honest with you. I don't know how a biochip can just wake someone that... Well, okay. They kind of see the world for what it is, but still. Although Mel doesn't quite make sense. I have actually been trying to think, because I was actually a bit annoyed of Mel's inclusion. Not because I don't like Mel, but it seemed like she was completely unnecessary in last week's episode, and she had a bit more, but she still didn't seem quite necessary. Hey, yeah, so the wheelchair was still that superpowered. And they're really trying to make the moped a thing, aren't they? Oh, bye. Oh dear. That's a question. Is the whole thing of the whole 23rd of May, the whole thing of 23rd of May repeating over and over again, does that apply to him? Does he completely forget everything that happened? I mean, he's not exactly special. Oof. Just a way of charming him. But that is, I mean, that is admittedly ultimately the point, the fact that he has the wish. Everything about this is his wish. As we kind of see later on, I mean, I thought this whole thing was, his wish was somewhat disturbing because it is a very condensed and old-fashioned attitudes to people. But that's what a hateful person does. You're blonder. No hugging. Does Yasmin Finney even have any lines in this episode? I love what they've done with her hair as well. It looks a lot closer to what it used to be in the old, in the classic series. Excuse me. Ah. So that was the unholy trinity that Rusty Davis was talking about. And I'm glad that they have obviously pointed that out and suddenly realized that's why they needed Mel in this.
She's ruthless. Worse than ruthless. She's indifferent to any pain or morality or humanity. The whole universe is just...
The idea of humanity.
Now, the Trinity have wished themselves into existence, Conrad's world, but he couldn't do it. So he used us. We half remembered ourselves, living Conrad's version of an ordinary life. All crushed and stifled in the cold.
Conrad's version of an ordinary life.
We met a girl named Poppy. Exactly like her, Doctor. Does that mean?
It just makes it even more amazing. Little scraps of memories. Yours and
Little
yours
scraps of
into
memories.
life as a child.
Well, you say that.
Caution. What incoming?
Given the ending of this episode, though, it makes Captain Poppy even more interesting.
You're an idiot, Doctor. You had a whole world to hide in. And you
The whole world.
ran half a mile away.
The Rani.
The Rani. Which I've only recently learned
And
actually means queen.
we meet again. I thought we'd be
Oh,
There's no way that painted dollar princess could ever survive. I never thought of you once. Oh, you thought of me every night.
yeah, that would,
Time was restored.
given what the Rani did with her, that would leave trauma.
Always cunning with the genetic experiment. I had a split second.
I mean, you put her in a floating ball that could have exploded.
How did you get to Earth? I'm the only TARDIS in existence.
That was genuinely a terrifying way to die, because you'd have to wait for your own death.
Time ring.
It wasn't quick. And the time ring, so that was finally brought back.
That wasn't difficult. Find a stupid
It's meant to be a very crude way of time travel, though.
tedious. You, 57. Love, I've never met you in my life.
57 mothers.
All right, Mobs, darling. Mrs. Wilson, that's my neighbour. That's my
My,
neighbour.
both neighbours.
We buy generators. Obviously, I'm bound to the mistress.
But
Took a lot of
this is a bit annoying, 'cause they've highlighted
Oh, blimey. That police
that she's bi-generated, but
all down to maybe 24. I was brilliant.
but
Splitting open the world. in the under-
Rusty Davis said that bi-generation was going to be explained, but it wasn't. And
Omega was fighting
the only thing that makes that annoying is because when the Doctor bi-generated him, he kind of implied it was a complete myth and something that shouldn't happen. Then the Rani did it,
Original sin of the Time Lord.
which is a bit annoying.
From Gallifrey, legend says that
Now, unless he's talking about a future storyline, which would imply, well, like we know it is gonna continue in some way.
or dead. He will work as a gene bank. With his body, I can resurrect the Time Lords and construct a new Gallifrey.
Lord Gallifrey.
Well, Gallifrey of old never did appreciate me, but this will be a power in the sky. If you give me the DNA of a Time Lord,
Which is,
then
and
what about you? The two of you?
I mean, you've probably seen me on the Omega Files, and the guys on there were very angry, saying this isn't what the Rani is like, or the Rani's not interested in conquest. Technically, she's still not. This isn't all about conquest. This is an experiment. She wants to resurrect Omega as part of an experiment, and part of that experiment also means bringing back the Time Lords. Using his DNA to bring back the Time Lords.
Sometimes I think that's what my generation is. Life was trying anything it could to survive.
Oh, okay.
That genetic explosion, it didn't kill us, but it roasted us and sterilized us. Extinction is taking a bit longer, that's all. So Poppy came out with a wish.
Alright, so
Accident.
I was wrong. Bi-generation has been explained as the Time Lords
Woman and a maniac
trying to survive.
ridiculous plan in outer
Doesn't Poppy solve everything? I mean, she's Time Lord DNA. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
except... The mother, what about me?
Well,
Contaminated.
okay, sorry, I completely forgot that the whole human on his mother's side has pretty much been retconned by the Thomas Child thing. Well, technically it hasn't. That's Or the toy maker. Ross Davis has said the toy maker
Like he's running.
made a jigsaw out of the Doctor's timeline, and that was explicitly to explain away any continuity errors, or more accurately, make all the continuity errors make sense.
What would happen to Poppy?
She refused to exist.
Oh dear.
Like a whisper.
No, that's not going to happen to Poppy. She's lovely.
But she's not real. She's made
Oh,
of
is she?
dreams and wishes.
That is every child.
Yeah,
If we
very
don't
metaphorical.
This stays as Conrad's will.
Yes.
Can't do that. It's not happening. Absolutely not. Don't you tell me what you're
Ugh.
Yeah, or unit things, or Time Lords, or gods, or anyone. I remember her being my daughter, and if I remember it, then it's truth. One of you is taking her out of existence. Have you got that?
That's
Not one
very
of
good of you, Belinda.
Quite the dilemma. I just came to
The twin
make
dilemma.
and set a new race of time.
Mm.
Stay down here with the beasts below.
Oof. I will stop you. Ooh.
Battle is on, Doctor. Good luck. How close are we? Target.
Yeah.
The chronon beam will pull Omega out of the underverse. Trouble is, the unit tower is a tinderbox of weapons, but
Mm.
if we fake an excitation of its atoms, the bundle will see the tower as an enemy.
Well, that's not good. Mind you, I thought the Bone Beasts really... I thought the Bone Beasts already were ready to see it as an enemy. Get ready, people.
Melanie, power up the indigo device. Rose, I want the biosync proving for the flight.
Did you say what?
Oh, she did have a line, excuse me.
Anita, keep that door open. I need you to keep real fast flowing. Trust me, we're going down to floor man's care. Yeah? Come on. Activating weapons platform.
Activating weapons. Here it comes. That was fun. Sorry, I just noticed them lifting her.
Where is that?
I call it a zero room.
Hey, the Zero Room. Just like the one in TARDIS that ended up being destroyed.
Outside reality. We put Poppy in. If the wish comes to an end, we open it up.
We will still exist. You hope you will do everything.
You
to
hope?
make it work. I owe the Doctor my life. He's true. I won't let him down. Do you mean Poppy goes in there alone? Because I'm telling you she does not.
Ooh.
I'm going with her. I can't help you in the fight. My battle is in there, saving my daughter.
Fair enough. If the Rani wins, if we are destroyed, you will be locked in there for all eternity.
Oof. Couldn't start already justificate.
Or suffocate you just- you just be
Well, that's not good.
forever.
With Poppy.
With Poppy.
Yeah, but Poppy won't age either. Yeah. Also, it does look like it's doing decent amount of damage.
I think she'll fade away like gossip. It will be like Poppy never existed.
Oh. No, never happened.
Makes sense now. I was meant to leave. So could be.
Love how they got what they were able to get out of it. Yeah, I mean, just that bit with the hand gesture, it was lovely what they were able to get out of her. It was such an intense moment. Fire! I remember initially watching this thinking, okay, but that doesn't look like the cannons have much. I mean, the galvanic one does have some range, but not a lot. There are some directions where they can't seem to fire. Okay, how did I forget she had these lines? Wasn't... If I remember, the Indigo device was from Series 4, wasn't it? Martha Jones had to use it. They have no way of moving. Well, okay. But they can save some, can't they? Yeah. And so now he gets to ride on that thing like the Green Goblin. And yeah, and that answered my question. It was out of range, so they can move the tower. But don't close the door. Surely everyone else is looking at this though. I mean, this is still Conrad's wish. Then does no one notice? Monitor. Which threshold? Flywheel. Oh. Love that. So sad, but this is the last time we're going to hear that theme. Because it's a really good Doctor's theme. And that, sorry, I was just looking at the subtitles in this. They've actually had to highlight no audio. For the bit with Belinda in the zero room. The threshold's there! Just from crashing in. Oh, he was waiting. Too late. Yeah. That is the thing about the Doctor. Lords of Omega. The Time Lords of Omega. Doesn't quite make sense. I'm not sure how many worshipped him. I mean, he was kind of revered as a hero, but we also had to somewhat conclude the Underverse must be the antimatter world. Either way. Either way, it's all about reviving Omega. That is true.
And whiskey and girls, but yours is nice. It's actually nice.
It's sort of nice.
Doctor, he told people just be safe and fed. So that's when
I tried to give it one.
Well, everyone but Mel.
I never mentioned your dad. You never ever mentioned your father.
And that has been seen in somewhat in Doctor Who Unleashed. Rusty Davis has very much been writing Conrad as just someone who wants a family. Omega. Yeah. There are many Time Lords with a double heartbeat, funnily enough. Omega, 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 Omega.
Some of it was true. You and me. Conrad, in the dark, when I made you smile,
Oh.
that was real.
Yeah, it was real.
Stand guard, stand by.
That doesn't look too good, to be honest. Well, it's Omega. And I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of that.
What is it?
The universe is a world of legends, so Omega has become his own legend. He is the Mad God,
I mean,
the Titan, the original sin.
I didn't know how I felt with this. Now, once I heard Rusty Davis's explanation, and okay, yeah, I suppose he doesn't exactly have a corporeal form to begin with. But at the same time, I still pictured him as a humanoid. And that's one of the Rani's dead. But there's still another. Oh, God, they're all dying. Omega. Well, he should remember you. Is that still the same actor as well?
May I introduce to you the Rani?
You already had one. Oh dear.
So much for the two Ranis. It's a good night for me.
Oh, I literally just got that reference. The two Ranis.
Very first time. May I ask,
May I ask?
what is your intent?
Well, is there any more intent than what he has?
There's nothing I can do.
Oh dear.
Stand here. Without hope,
I did wonder why the Doctor was so willing to just let it happen at first, but guess I can kind of see why now.
plain sight.
Billion supernovas. That's what the Vindicator had. Well, she's gone. Hey. All she needed was the baby.
I wish you to be happy.
And I'll be honest, I did love that part. Isn't it's not just about completely obliterating or defeating Conrad. Just make him happy. And there. Why that didn't turn back into the Seal of Rassilon, I have no idea. Oh. End the wish. And now everything's reverting. Undo everything. Except that also means the palace is disappearing. Lift your hearts. Huh. Yeah, might have wanted to figure out where that was before you started obliterating it all. Yes, you are. And there's a bed now. So Conrad's been in the TARDIS the entire time. And Rani's been able to open it. Get moving! To floor -10. It's like he hasn't even noticed she's there. Oh. Can't we wish for Poppy? He's right. If he wished Poppy into existence, she may have disappeared on the No More Wishes. Oh. She's got you. I don't know. Good. Not good. Hey, they both survived. So they know she's human by birth, but don't know where until. Oh, sorry, the baby, the other one. So then it's interesting because it was human. That baby was human, but was a seventh son of a seventh son of a seventh son, and ever since the Doctor poured that salt at the end of the universe, everything changed. Sort of. Oh, that's what you think. Make that call. Yeah.
Safety rails going all the way around.
So what are you guys gonna do? Free of you? No, absolutely not.
No.
That's not gonna be very nice.
Well,
We can go anywhere and everywhere and show her
Oh,
Too hot in this place.
that would sound good.
It's too warm.
That's the TARDIS. Accommodate.
There's one thing outside.
It's always been too cold, now it's too warm.
My memory was different. Why did I remember things so much cooler?
I have no idea.
Idea, but we have seen many a swamp.
Okay, yeah. He has no idea.
We'll need
So it's not going to be explained.
a room, a toy.
I can do
Hmm.
that. I can do that. I can turn the TARDIS into anything.
Hmm. I'll be honest, it took me quite a while to notice this bit with the jacket.
Take her first. It's Neptune.
All I was really confused about was why are they constantly moving it back and forth as they fold it. But
It's wonderful.
In the year 60,000, there is a planet
called New Delhi, as opposed to New Earth.
I used to say take me home.
And now you want to stay. I knew it.
Oh,
I knew I would get you in the end.
oh.
I want to see planets.
They don't seem to have any concept that
I want to see the big
they're even folding anything, if you're brutally honest.
We'll have the best times.
But again, why does Ruby still remember?
Where's she gone?
Poppy.
Who's Poppy?
Oh.
One more thing. Gotta sort out. Oh. Because the robots from West Below the Triangle 1,
Ah, yes.
I had a whole planet named after me. It was so mad.
they picked up the Star Register in the future after the Rani destroyed the Earth. Now the planet is not destroyed, so I've got to chuck this thing
Back into space. And yeah. I said in the Omega Files at the time, no points for anyone who didn't realise he was going to do that. Poppy. Mm. Your daughter. Oh.
What do you think the cot is?
Even the cot's gone.
There was
Mm. Oh, it is so sad. Yeah. Not that Poppy. Oh, I'd say gaslighting if it weren't for the fact that it is everyone's memories being affected here.
Where shall we go?
There's a great big universe waiting for us.
Good.
It's actually one of those things that kind of makes me hope, are we going to see Ruby again? Because it is a bit odd. Now, there was actually a photo on the Disney Plus version of a... because they do a whole preview things in just photos. And there was actually a whole celebration and dance sort of disco thing happening. I'm kind of wondering now, was that just to throw off? Was that made to throw people off? Or were there much more extensive reshoots than we thought? Because I've been thinking, the BBC doesn't really have the budget for reshoots. But they did have one for this episode, and I was thinking it was actually just the regeneration scene. Or rather, because they needed to put who is the new Doctor in there.
You'd be very useful with a key like that. I'm so sorry, but this key is far too powerful for the 21st century. And they only gave me one day. I'm not allowed to stay. I was supposed to do. Oh, they say hello, by the way. The boss.
And that bit right there. I don't think should have been any doubt. Yeah, there are definitely going to be plans going forward. The fact that we have a new Doctor at all just proves that there's definitely more stuff going on. Everything is Borgen.
The reality shifted on a massive scale.
And there's one more big change. Mel found this.
I'm gonna have to look up who Ernest Borgnine is. So he's happier now. And notice that he doesn't actually have many views, which is kind of an obvious little point there, but he's not really that important. There was very kind.
Which survived. And it turns out to be him.
Oh, that's what it is. So I was just having to rewatch this over and over again. Watch this again. It's been important.
Do you have any record of a child called Poppy in this building on May the 23rd?
No.
Shirley?
No.
No. Susan, you saved Poppy's life. You built a zero room to save her.
Yeah, built a zero room.
It is a zero room on floor -10. I built it like an escape pod for all of us. Poppy went in there. We all watched her come out.
Yep. So I come out.
You are remembering this wrong.
No, she isn't.
Kind of offensive to say I've got a daughter I don't remember. Poppy's your daughter. Exactly. She doesn't. It is. So what
Yeah.
memory box on the glitches?
Ah.
It must be.
I'm glitched.
Ooh.
Poppy's the glitch.
Yes.
And yet.
Which is real before it changed. Because I was right. And
Mm.
I wasn't. And I'm right now. Conrad wasn't some nice, happy chef, was he?
No, he wasn't.
Was it? No. Too blue. Don't you see? There's another world. A slightly different reality, and it might just be a tiny little change, but she's a child.
Mm.
She's a little girl, and she's so beautiful.
It's there.
It's Poppy. And she's
Put it together.
out there.
Ruby, I'm not wrong.
Oof.
One life has disappeared. And you know this can happen. You know this better than anyone because this happened before. It happened to me.
I'm looking for your daughter.
Oh. See, now it's all coming together.
I ceased to exist and you did everything you could to bring me back because you couldn't bear a world with one person missing. You did that for me too. I was trapped in that time explosion.
I was trapped in that time explosion. Okay.
Baby. You were there.
Okay. Now that was
It
from.
my entire life.
Um.
It was you.
Okay. Where was that the last time? Was that? I'm a bit confused. Was that meant to be something in the first episode, but it got deleted?
Set me free and save my life.
You save all of us.
Sometimes I thought we were all your children.
I mean, they have actually highlighted the Time Lords are sterile, but
We're missing one person.
oh. And I'm going to go on a tangent a bit now because I think this is important. Where the hell is Susan? They really picked her up in those flashback bits, but where was she? I thought she was going to have some sort of importance in this. That's
Shifted by 1 degree.
not what they need.
Tiniest little degree. There is no technology in the universe that can change this.
Hmm.
There was only one thing that was strong enough to change reality. 1 tiny degree.
Which is what?
The last of the Time
Mm. There's only one thing that can bring reality back. Change reality. And now coming for a bit, I do laugh. Oh, so you know it's gonna regenerate. The TARDIS is showing. I don't know why they put the fugitive in there.
Okay, let's say best male.
Hey! I love it! JD's back. I was genuinely so happy to see her.
The other guy, he's always turning up.
I love that. Yeah. Tennant is always turning up. I'm assuming that's who he's talking about.
My timeline, but it was corrected on its way, caused by you.
Time is shifted, Doctor. So I am going to punch a ton of regeneration energy into the vortex to jolt it 1 degree.
Giving your life.
Life before life.
Yeah.
Because I saved the world at the expense of one person, and that is no world at all.
If you rupture the time vortex, you could damage the whole of creation.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, but can you stop yourself?
Never gonna work.
Of course it won't. By the way, apparently her hair here is a wig.
You're gorgeous.
Because she's not blonde anymore.
You'll get it from them.
Good idea.
It's a very good wig.
This is gonna eat my soul. No chance of regeneration.
No chance of what?
Yeah.
No, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll find that out.
Try shifting your focus from the human type markers 1 microspasm to the left.
She struggled to get that line out. Apparently.
I'm older than you. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's all of it. Timey-wimey.
Oh.
Is that still a thing?
Going strong.
Never change.
I bet they're going to appear together at conventions.
Never change.
They really do work so well together. So do I. This dynamic is so great. Multi-Doctor stories are great. Well, oh, actually, no, they're not. To be honest, multi-Doctor stories aren't usually that good. But I would love to see an episode featuring these two. A whole episode featuring these two.
Say things like that. I should say that to Yaz.
Oh. So unfortunate. Goodbye, Doctor. And look forward to listening to you in Big Finish. And this is it. The regeneration energy. Use regeneration energy to force it. Was I the only one thinking Ghostbusters? Oh, reality is completely shattered. Or at least, that's what it looks like. Now I'm a little confused because it still seems like reality has changed significantly, given Belinda didn't live in that house. I mean, it does seem like he's changed time. And it was clearly very cold that day. I was just noticing the condensation of his breath. Not yet. He has been shown to be able to prevent a regeneration.
Here he is.
But yeah, seriously, it's meant to be
Go on then, mystery man. Where have you been?
the 24th of May, so in spring, and the condensation on his breath is so clear.
What happened?
You were there and you were gone. Come on. Wait, Icky. Puppy.
Bobby! It's all good. Oh,
Isn't she beautiful?
yes, she is. You did.
We stopped the Rani,
Good.
and then all of you got busy all of a sudden. And I turned around and you'd gone. And I had to get back home, because that was the point. All this time I had to be here, in this house, at 7:30 a.m. on the 24th of May. Remember?
Remember?
You every time we landed. Doctor, I told you, get me home. 24th of May, 2025. I need to get back for Poppy.
Yeah, you never said this. That's why a lot of this is kind of confusing me. Because has time been altered, or did he not register? I'm confused.
So cheeky.
You were always coming home.
Oh,
For Poppy.
Exactly.
of course she
I was
did.
away by the robots on the 23rd, and for my timeline to get back to normal, I had to be here for Poppy on the 24th of May at 7:30 a.m.
Hmm.
Right. Better be off. Oh,
Because Mum was looking after her.
if the gentleman please. It's a nice one. This is my mum, Lakshmi.
Lakshmi.
I have heard so much about her.
And this
It is very interesting because there was some suggestion that Belinda's dad had been cast. But that didn't happen, obviously.
You see, I have this pain down my left side every time I turn the corners. That's me. I gotta go.
He's not that kind of a doctor.
Bye, puppy love.
She gets to play with toys.
I had to come home because of her.
I'm on leave, so Mum and Dad had Poppy. I had to be back
Oh.
at 7:30. You really have forgotten.
I don't know what Manchester has to do with it unless it's a football thing.
Poppy, this is Uncle Doctor. Well, I thought it sounded nice.
Who's her father?
I told you.
Remind me.
Her father's Richie. Richie Akambala. I've known him since I was 21. We got together and, well, Poppy was born. We're not together anymore. We both want a different thing.
Oh.
He's a lovely man.
Oh, so she's a single mother. Sorry, some things I miss on the first watch.
I hope Richard Akambolo knows how lucky he is to be the father of a girl who
Who is? Oh, so he holds it that way?
100% human since the day she was born.
What else would she be?
Nothing.
Yeah, just don't think about it.
Poppy the human, always there forever.
I loved watching.
All is well with the universe.
I loved watching
I have those grips.
Doctor Who Unleashed on this because there were so many things. She came out with some.
I think they're under the stairs.
Little girl playing Poppy came out with some great moments. When she was looking at Ncuti, she said, "What are you wearing?" And when Verada said her line, "What else would she be?" she said, "Doctor Who," which had them all laughing. I just found it funny because one of the rumours, which turned out not to be true, was that Poppy was the timeless child, and she went back to Gallifrey, and effectively means Poppy was the Doctor. No.
You alright?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just goes play tricks.
Mm. But it's all good now.
I always win.
Hmm. Was able to get it to work. Either way, the point is, the wish still stood.
You're the most amazing man in the world.
Most amazing person.
Sounds like a goodbye.
I wish we could come.
No.
But you know what happens.
Yeah.
We're shot at by lasers or hunted by cartoons or loaded by mad time ladies. I can't do that.
No, of course.
It's been an honor, Miss Belinda Chandler. Honor, a nightmare, and a triumph.
Maybe once you've grown up, you can come back, take me to Neptune. I'd love that. But will you? Will I ever see you again? You
Oh.
know.
I hope you'll see me again. Not like this.
What does that mean?
Yeah. You know why. Maybe you'll see the Doctor.
Just why does it feel like there's something I've forgotten?
Eh.
Our lives, Belinda. We travel in and out of the slipstreams of time. Beautiful.
It's all ending.
Forgotten. And good. But they still happen.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
it still happened.
I think one thing remains. I love you. And I love you, folks. That will never change.
That is good. And so I was just checking my battery because I'm a little worried now. This is it.
Don't want to do this alone.
Yeah. You've done it alone before. This is it, people. But there's still joy.
Joy to the world!
Yeah, shit. And this is it, people. The internet has already revealed, supposedly there were actually two endings. One where it was open-ended, and one where we actually did see the new actor. And clearly they went with the one they had. Maybe... I was talking to my dad about this, and he suspects maybe they still had some contracts to work out. And that's why they had two potential endings. But either way, Daleks, I noticed that Billie looked kind of superimposed, or whatever the editing would be called, on there. Hey, Billie's the Doctor! Oh, look, to camera! Didn't even notice the look to camera before. So, that has been the Reality War. I have been Doctor Who commentator. If you want to see more of me, don't know why you would, but I'm usually on a regular contributor to the Omega Files on Dr. Freedom's YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this whole series. I hope to see you soon eventually. I'll probably be back for the War Between the Land and the Sea. So, yeah. And now I realise I have to find ways to keep talking. And even when my battery is dying. But so I will just prattle on. Again, thanks for watching this whole series, and a goodbye to Ncuti Gatwa. He has been an amazing Doctor. It's such a shame he hasn't faced the Daleks. He will now be the only Doctor, except for Paul McGann maybe, to have not faced the Daleks. It's a shame, but goodbye.